called my sister and I asked her for her social security number. I asked her if I could open up a credit card under her name.
I did horrible. Here's the list for unnecessary purchases.
Welcome to Hansel Financial. Glad you guys are here. Let's jump right into this week's video. We're going to talk about online shopping and how that can get you into debt and shopaholics. Let's take a look.
Ready with me while I talk about my shopping addiction? One time, I wanted a purse so bad, but I didn't have any money in my bank account. I think I had $24, and the purse that I wanted was $500. I wanted it so bad that I literally called my sister and I asked her for her social security number. I asked her if I could open up a credit card under her name so that way I could buy this purse. Now,
this might be the craziest online shopping addict ever. Let me get this straight. She reached out to her sister, asked her sister for her social security number, then opened up a credit card in her sister's name just to buy that purse that was $500. That is on a whole new level. I couldn't imagine asking one of my siblings, my brother or my sister, hey, can I borrow your social security number? I want to open up a credit card for this purse I want to buy. I can't afford it on my own. My credit cards are maxed out. I have so much debt, I can't afford it, but I really, really want this purse. That's putting the strain on the sibling's credit score, because wait, if this person does not pay that back, well then now the sibling is stuck with that $500 charge on their credit, and if they don't pay that off or they don't get the money for it, then it's going to hurt their credit. This person is taking no responsibility whatsoever because she's putting it all on her family member's credit card. If you want something that badly, then you need to save up for that item. Guess what? In like 3-4 months, you just save like $125. Was that for 4 months straight, and boom, you have your $500.
I have a shopping addiction, and today is day one of winter to summer wardrobe switch. I am taking down 95 sweaters and vacuum sealing all of them so I can bring it down to my storage unit and make space for over 200 summer dresses and sets that I own. Yikes. In previous years, I did not need to move my sweaters. I used to bring my coats down.
This is a true confession of a shopaholic with 5 figures of credit card debt. This individual, I don't know how much credit card debt, it's probably tens of thousands of dollars. They have so much clothes that they have to take out clothes out of their closet, put it into shop vac bags, put it into a storage unit, then pull out the next season clothes from the storage unit and put that into the closet. That is an issue, people. I'm sorry, that is the definition of a shopaholic. When you have so much clothes that you have to take out stuff from your closet, go to a storage unit that's costing you money every single month, grab the next seasons of clothes, and then put those into the closet to wear. That is at a point where you gotta say, hey, I have too many clothes. I am shopping way too much. I'm in too much credit card debt. I need to stop this right now. I love the best part that she puts in a shop vac bag to vacuum out all the air so it compresses, so probably because in order to fit more in her storage unit.
We're out shopping and we are gonna see how much money we can spend. Say it again.
$1,500.
The first store was for my mom and she spent $212. Me and my mom went to Express and we spent $251. My mom got 2 orders from Dillard's and one was $197 and the other one was $161. We went to the Lego store and spent $33. We went to Anthropologie and the total was $322. We had 2 separate orders at Lulu. The first one was $197 and the second one was $490. Go.
This is Abercrombie, $120 and then $180.
We're all done shopping and I don't know what the total was, but it's definitely close
So
to
this
$1,500.
mom and daughter, the daughter posted it. They're going on a day shopping spree and they're trying to guess how much money they're going to spend in that day. And their guess was $1,500. And they start listing out the items that they purchased. Well, not the items, but the receipts of the amount of money they went from each store. That's so much money. Like, they're living on another planet. And what makes it worse, they were basically making fun of it. Like, they were saying, I spent $200 here, $150 here, $300 here. At the end of the video, they talk about that, all these things. They didn't actually add it up, but they said that it probably cost somewhere pretty close to $1,500. And the first thing that really pops in my head is $1,500. One, that's a lot of money for the average American. For us, that's a lot of money. Two, $1,500 is a lot of people's rent, maybe even more than their rent. So they just spent $1,500 in a single day, probably in only 3-4 hours, on different shopping things. Probably wants. I doubt anything that they bought that they actually needed. And it looked like there was a lot of clothes. There was a Lego set, toys, that kind of stuff. And they were really just making fun of it. They were making like a big joke about, like, ha ha ha, look at all the money that we just spent. When the average American is really struggling right now, and every penny, every dollar matters.
I'm just gonna expose myself here for a second, because you know you have a shopping problem when you find a bag from Saks in your garage with a brand new pair of shoes in it, and have yet to be opened, that you bought in October. I forgot about them. Brand new pair of Alexander Berman loafers that, again, I bought in October. It's now January.
How do you forget about something that you purchased? You went to a store, actually a pretty nice store. It wasn't like it was at, Payless or, Schumacher or something like that. It was a decent store to buy shoes, and you just forgot about it in the garage, and you just now found it months and months later. I know where all my money is coming in and going out. You all out there also, you guys need to keep track of what's coming in and what all your money is coming out, as in checking your credit card statements for your expenses, making sure your checking account, saving account, because there might be fraudulent things, so you always want to make sure you're on top of that. But this is crazy that she bought something at some point and then she just totally forgot about it. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Like, I know everything that I purchase, and I'm like, hey, I work hard for my money. My wife works hard for her money as well. I'm not just gonna purchase something and then totally forget about it. I mean, that's nuts. Exposing my shopping addiction was the title of this video, and I think that's definitely exposing it. She shops so much that she doesn't even remember what she bought.
So my biggest goal for 2025 was to stop spending my money like crazy, because I have some debt, and it's like all this money, I just shop too much. Like, it's an itch that I need to scratch, I am an alcoholic. I mean, I'm sober now, but it's like I'm just filling the void with something else. So I replace one addiction with another, and shopping is just it, unfortunately. So I'm trying to keep track of everything this year in hopes that I can just start getting together. So for the month of January, I did horrible. Here's the list for unnecessary purchases: clothes, lotion, ring light cookbook, clothes, cruise items, which is somewhat necessary.
All right, so
it'll make my life easier on the cruise, but
it sounds like that this person does have addictive personality, and looks like she really did try to do it. I do like how she had not a budget, but she had tracked all of her spending, which is awesome. That's a great first step for anyone out there, is you want to track your spending, and again, create that budget so you don't go that budget, so you don't spend what you don't have. But tracking each purchase is good with the item and the amount of money, so I do like that. I will give her props on doing that, but she said that she did an awful job when she started doing this. Seems like a lot of her items on this is just kind of wants. She doesn't really need it. She mentioned a couple of things like, oh, maybe she could have a need for this, but it seems like the majority of things on her list that she purchased, her impulse purchasing or her shopaholic, were just really wants, things that she really did not need. That might be difficult for her, because it sounds like, again, she has that addictive personality, and it sounds like that's something that she's coping with and she's struggling with. And again, I'm appreciative that she is aware that she does have this issue, and she's trying to get over it, which is awesome for her. Congrats on that. Stick with the expenses that you have, what you buy and the amount of money for the item, but also try and maybe set a budget every month. So, you just set an X amount of money for these items and don't go over. You just have to squash this. Another online shopping spree, saying that you're addicted to shopping. This is crazy. I guess I didn't realize what a big deal it really was for all these people that are basically, I think they're called shop addicts, apparently. It sounds like it's like it could be like a real thing. No, I haven't researched that aspect of it. Maybe it very well could be. You need to prioritize things in your life. You need to budget. You need to figure out a way to make shopping not to be that addictive thing for you. Because in that video, they had things from Amazon, from Target, I don't even know what other things. I think there's a USPS in there. This person must have been online shopping for multiple vendors, multiple companies. Guessing it is in the video, but I'm sure she put it on credit cards. And most Americans cannot afford to pay the credit card off every single month. So I'm sure all these things are going to be becoming interest on their credit card statements, and it's going to cost her more money. This person prioritizing buying stuff online, shopping, look like clothes from the video, instead of paying for her simple bills like the gas in her car. Again, you need to put your needs ahead of your wants. If you're putting your wants ahead of your needs, then guess what? You're going to have debt, and you're going to go into more debt and more debt and more debt. Have the priority straight. Apparently, this person did not have her priority straight. She is continuing to buy things instead of paying for the bills, like her gas in her car. Instead, she's putting on clothes. Do your needs first, and if you have leftover money after paying off your debts, you can do some of the wants, like in this video.
I have a shopping problem, but I have an idea of how to fix it, okay? So, when my kids want to buy something at the store, I take a picture of them with the thing and I save it for Christmas. And usually they put the item back and half the time they forget about it and don't want it again. So, I'm going to kind of try that with myself. Most of the time my problem is online. So, I'm going to start taking a screenshot of stuff that I want to buy and then not buying it, and every week I'm going to make a post of all of the things that I wanted to buy, but hopefully I didn't buy, or at the end of the week if I still need it, then maybe we'll buy it. And I'll also do that in the store. I'm going to start taking screenshots, so follow along. I'll tag it from this post.
Will that actually work? Let me think about that. She's going to take screenshots of items that she wants to buy on her online shopping spree, things that probably she can't afford, which she shouldn't buy in the first place, but she's going to take screenshots of it, save them, and then after a few weeks or months, you're going to go back through and see those screenshots if that's something that she really wants to buy or purchase now after a few weeks of thinking about it. I could maybe see how that might work. I know in the past what I've kind of talked about, if there's a bigger thing that you want to purchase, I recommend if it's online, something like that, sit on it for a couple of days and then go back to it and see if you really want that item that badly. If you really, really want that item, maybe go ahead and purchase it. So maybe that's what she's kind of thinking. Maybe she'll take the screenshots and then she will wait a few weeks. And then if she still really wants it, it doesn't sound like these are really needs, more like want, then maybe she'll go ahead and then purchase it. But on the other side, I can kind of see her thinking like, oh shoot, she has all these screenshots. And now she's like, oh no, I forgot about that item. I really want that item. And maybe out of the 15 screenshots, 4 or 5 of them she just completely forgot. But now when she's going through each one of them, she's like, oh, that's right. I wanted that. I took a screenshot of that. Oh yeah, no, now I want it. Now it's back on her mind. And now she's going to buy it. I don't know if that's really the best way to do it, to be honest with you. I think the best course of action is just obviously not to purchase it, but it is crazy that these people, like, it's like a need, almost like an itch, like they have to fill that need or that void.
My husband is a shopaholic, and we are now $80K in debt.
Okay. Is he aware of his problem?
Yes.
Do you guys have kids?
We do have a daughter, yes.
Well, this is a very serious situation. Are you taking it seriously?
He is looking into going to therapy, and he's hesitant and not wanting to do that.
You have to over-communicate an honest kind of evaluation of...
So this is a very sad situation. The husband, it sounds like the husband's a shopaholic. He's aware of it, the wife's aware of it, and the worst part is they have a little daughter. This husband is putting financial burden on his family because he can't keep his shopping in line. And now it could hurt his family with $80,000 in credit card debt. He's hesitant to go into therapy. You might need to go to therapy if you are struggling this bad, especially if you have a family and a daughter that you need to provide for and hopefully have a roof over their head. Very, very sad. And again, as I mentioned earlier in this video, I don't know all the scientific and mental health aspects of shopaholic. But it sounds like that it is a real thing that people really do struggle with, like any other addiction. We hope that this person does get help, and anyone who really is struggling with it, I do hope that you guys do get help, and if it's in counseling or whatever the situation is, or watching YouTube videos or reading up articles, whatever it is. But again, you always have to think about other people besides yourself. Don't be selfish. Think about, if I'm a shopaholic, if I have a family, a wife, a husband, this could be affecting them as well and affecting your family's financials, as well as your daughter's future as well.
I hope no one comes for me for this, but do you get the urge to shop every day? I feel like if I don't have something to buy, I'm there's an itch that needs to be scratched. Is that not okay?
So this person sounds like what I've been trying to put into words this entire video is, it's like an itch that these people are trying to scratch. Every single day they have to just buy something. They have to put on a credit card. They just have to order something online and shop. Just very, very sad. Again, I know people have those issues and things, but you got to get help. You got to figure out, because you're just digging yourself in more of a financial hole when you keep doing this, because you're putting on credit cards with interest and you're probably not paying it off. You're probably buying things that are wants and not needs, and you really shouldn't be buying them because you probably can't afford them. I know there's that itch, but you got to figure out a different way to scratch that itch. Going out, maybe going for a walk. If you have that itch, go for a walk. Maybe go to the gym, do some music, read. You got to do something else if that itch does come up on you so that way you're not purchasing those things online or going to a store and purchasing those and putting them on credit cards and going into more debt, which again is going to ruin your life financially because you probably can't pay it back and you have interest occur on that as well. Alright everyone, well that's going to do it for this video, talking about online shopping aholics, by people who put things on credit cards, going into too much credit card debt because they just have to buy things online. They have that itch, as we just learned, and they just have to buy it. I try to do something to not give you that itch. Go do something else, stay busy, don't get that itch, stay strong, save, budget out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give the video a like, comment below on this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate. Well, you guys all have a good one out there.